faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way that with tears has been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered, out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast.
Good evening, and welcome to the 17th Annual King Kennedy Virtual Awards. You know, I wanted to start off the evening with my mask, just to remind you all out there in virtual world to please mask up in the future days to come. Yet the numbers are coming down across our state. We are hearing reports that things are changing, vaccines are moving, but it's still vitally important that we wear our mask. I am Eddie Armstrong, your host this evening, and we are streaming live from the Hearn Fine Art Gallery. Please forgive my notes, but I don't want to miss anything, and I want to make sure I get us through this program with prompt and decent order. The Hearn Fine Art Gallery deserves its own recognition in its own right. It is backed and, of course, owned by none other than Dr. Archie and Garbo Hearn, and their profound works across the state and country place them right amongst the thresholds as one of Arkansas's best African-American families ever. For over 40 years, ladies and gentlemen out there in virtual world, the Hearn Fine Art Gallery has been bringing artwork to the city of Central Arkansas and across the state, and you wouldn't believe it unless you came and seen it. So I want to make a special recognition to the Hearn Fine Art Gallery and their premier work right here in Central Arkansas. I'm actually standing in front of this evening something very profound, a great man from South Arkansas, a family friend of mine, Mr. Kevin Cole's work behind me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And I just wanted to share briefly as we open up this program to look in your hearts, think in your minds. Kevin Cole was raised by his grandfather, and at a time in his life, took him to a tree. And at that tree, he told a story of African Americans being lynched and hung by their own neckties. And so as a reflection of that story, the artwork you see behind me, and if you ever get a chance to take in Mr. Cole's work, be reminded of the psychological work that must have went on in his brain to create now artwork that he encourages you to try and decode, as he places so eloquently. So shout out to Mr. Kevin Cole. Allow me to do a special shout out, whoa, our young people. That blew me away. Please give them a round of applause if you're out there in virtual world. They did an amazing job, from our jazz band and the young men from Hall High School to our singers, Kendall and Brent, who sang the Black National Anthem. I mean, it literally took me to the inauguration. I thought that we were in DC, so shout out to our best and brightest in the state of Arkansas, bringing us things. If you want to show love and support this evening, hit your heart emoji, your like emoji on your Facebook page or your YouTube channel, and make certain that you show appreciation and love for our future generation. They are truly bright and remarkably talented. Next coming up, ladies and gentlemen, are special remarks from our chairman of the Democratic Party of Arkansas, my friend and former colleague in the House of Representatives, Mr. Michael John Gray. And following Mr. Gray will also be remarks by the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus chairwoman, Ms. Deborah Mitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce Michael John Gray.
Good evening. I'm Michael John Gray, chairman of the Democratic Party of Arkansas. I want to congratulate Chairwoman Deborah Mitchell and the Democratic Black Caucus for another successful King Kennedy Award dinner. Moreover, I want to congratulate them on finding a way through COVID to still bring us all together, because the event and the people that it honors is important, and it's important that our work doesn't stop even though the world around us is in chaos. So Deborah, congratulations, and thank you for putting this all together. Congratulations to every one of the award winners. You all have earned a special place and are doing the work that it takes to make a better world for all of us. I want to take a moment and mention a couple of those award winners personally, as they both made profound impacts on my life. There has never been a time where I haven't walked in a room or picked up a phone or set eyes upon a crowd and looked at Ted Davis that a smile didn't come to my face and a feeling of warmth. He is truly a great human and a consummate gentleman. And Ted, congratulations, you are so well deserving of this award. And to a mentor of mine who was leading me from the very first day I came to Little Rock as a freshman legislator, Representative Murdoch is a leader in East Arkansas. He is a leader in that capital. He is a leader among men. And he is someone that I admire and look up to. And I'd give him an award every day. My friend Reginald, congratulations. To the Democratic Black Caucus, I want to say thank you. To the friends of the Democratic Black Caucus, I want to say thank you. To the supporters of the Democratic Black Caucus, I want to say thank you from the Democratic Party of Arkansas. The Democratic Party of Arkansas has not always been there for the Democratic Black Caucus, but the Democratic Black Caucus has always been there for the Democratic Party of Arkansas. We're in a new day and a new time. And anyone that sits in this chair and says we can get there without the help and the support of the Democratic Black Caucus is sorely mistaken. It is a new party. It is a new day. In the last few years, we have seen more candidates of color. We have seen more African Americans leadership in our party, in our county committees, and we are a better party for it, and I want to say thank you to every one of them. I also want to take a personal moment, as I don't know how many more times I'm going to get to speak at a King Kennedy dinner. But I want to take a personal moment and say thank you. The support as a chairman, as a legislator, as a person growing up in a forgotten community in rural Arkansas, members, leaders, friends, people who should be members of the Democratic Black Caucus have helped shape and guide me and have been my biggest supporters. And I wouldn't be where I am without that help, without that understanding, without that compassion, and without that friendship. It's tough out there right now. People are telling us we shouldn't run, that our party's gone this way or that way, or people have left us. But people are running, and people need help. And we're going to continue to run them. And we're going to continue to run candidates, and they're going to work hard. And we're not going to look down and say we shouldn't run, the best path is for independence. But the only way we're going to be able to do that is with your help. These candidates need your help. This party needs your help. This caucus needs your help. And we can get there. And they're telling these candidates it's not worth it. Why run? Why do it? You can't win. Well, friends, I don't have a big eloquent speech, and I don't have the obligatory quotes that most people put in. But I can tell you, a man once said that if it's doing the work of lifting humanity up, then it's worth it. Let's go help these candidates. Let's go get organized. Let's go do the work, and let's make it worth it. Thank you all.
Good evening. I'm Deborah Mitchell, President of the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus. It's February. It's Black History Month, and it's also time for the King Kennedy Awards. Welcome, and thank you for joining us this evening. This year is unlike anything we ever have done before. As you can see, we're going virtual. We wouldn't let COVID-19 stop us. The show had to go on, and the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus is still committed to honor outstanding individuals for their significant contributions to their communities and to the natural state. This year's list of honorees come from all parts of the state and represent the ideals and mission of the Democratic Party and the two people that this awards program is named for: the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the 35th President of the United States, John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Tonight's program has been pre-recorded, and we are being live streamed right here at the beautiful Hearn Fine Art Gallery in Little Rock, Arkansas's premier art gallery showcasing African American artists. For added excitement, we've introduced an online silent auction. As the 2012 King Kennedy Awards honoree, this Black-owned Hearn Gallery and its bookstore is the backdrop of the caucus's commitment to support Black entrepreneurs in our state. This pandemic has negatively impacted many businesses, especially our own Black-owned businesses. So we want to help bring some awareness and your support. We encourage everyone to shop the catalog and bid on a variety of items that we have to offer that feature many Black businesses. For the next 2 years, the Black Caucus will be focusing on increasing the number of African Americans seeking office in city and county level races. And again, I wonder, like so many Arkansans are wondering out loud and on social media, can we do it here in the natural state? Can we find our own Stacey Abrams? The answer to that is hell yeah. We can get more people registered in this state. We can change the infrastructure and help get more Democrats elected. We need to, because the Republicans are determined to infringe on our voting rights, women's rights, and implement laws that put more people, our people, at risk, such as the awful Stand Your Ground. So my charge to you is not to wait for some person to rescue us. We can all be Stacey Abrams of Arkansas. It's up to you and me to do the hard work. We have to reach out to voters in all communities and listen to their issues and concerns, help address their most basic needs, and then help them understand how electing officials and their decisions impact our everyday lives. We can't just tell them to vote. We have to show them and empower our community. We can't do it 3 months before an election. This hard work begins now. If we want to see the change in our community, change in the people who represent us, we have to pick up a clipboard and do the work. So join the Democratic Party, join the Black Caucus, or join your county committee. Our tent is big and we welcome all. On behalf of the Black Caucus and our officers and all the members, we thank you for joining us tonight, and we hope to see you at future events. Enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Eddie Armstrong, and I am announcing my candidacy for, it's a joke, but after Deborah Mitchell's comments, it fired me up, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not fired up after that message, whoa. It really has struck me as this time is so critical for us to hone in on our best and brightest, on our true servant leaders across our state, on those that are willing to get in there deep and really make a commitment to the principles and values of our fellow neighbors. It's time for them to come out of their cages, be recruited by the Democratic Black Caucus and the Arkansas Democratic Party if we ever stand a chance to be competitive and really shifting the narrative on what we're seeing right now in this time in our society. So special thanks to Deborah Mitchell, our president, for bringing such profound remarks. As she mentioned this evening, ladies and gentlemen, we have launched an online silent auction, and here to share a bit more about that is my partner in crime, or as I call it, good trouble, Miss Kristen KV Knox. Take it away, KV.
Eddie, and as you all know, we definitely like to bring good trouble. I am KV Knox, your host for all things silent auction. And tonight we have a wonderful selection of products, services, their books, art, and so much more. Now, many of these items tonight have been donated by Black-owned businesses with the hopes that you will soon become a future customer. Now, this pandemic has really taken a toll on many of our small businesses, especially Black-owned businesses. So what we encourage you to do tonight is to pull out your mobile device, also your tablet or any other device that you have. And what we want you to do is to join in, shop, and of course, enjoy tonight's show. So let's talk about the silent auction for tonight. This is how it works. Now, if you want to view the auction site, all you have to do is pick up your mobile device and you can text 63665 and you will type in the code G1784. If you see here, you can see exactly how that works. It actually already says group number, so you'll type in 1784. And once you hit view items, you can simply view the site. So if you are an art lover, you can always look at it by category. If you want music, books, anything to your liking, you just click the category and you can view here. Now, if you are on your tablet or your desktop, computer, laptop, any other device, all you have to do is go to your browser and type in m.silentauctionpro.com. And then, of course, you will be able to view all of the items that are here. Now, did you get that? Let's try it one more time. Text 63665. You will enter the code 1784. And then if you are on your tablet or any other type of device, you will simply go to your browser and type in m.silentauctionpro.com. Okay? You don't have to have an account to view the site, but I encourage you, of course, to create an account if you want to place your bid or even purchase any of the items outright. So as you can see, we have about 50 minutes left, so I'll be back in just a little while so we can talk about the hot items that are up for bid on tonight. Got it? Good. See you soon. Eddie, I'm going to turn things back over to you.
Thank you, KB. That was amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't she look good? I don't know if y'all saw that dress, but man, we're doing this virtual thing. You got to stay 90 feet away from people. I'm thinking I'm in prom. I want to be like, hey, KB. But hey, we are right here. We're live, we're virtual, and we're having a good time, ladies and gentlemen. So we want to thank you, KB. The King Kennedy dinner, the King Kennedy Award celebration, is the single fundraising effort for the Democratic Black Caucus. The monies raised are to support operations that conduct voter registration drives, to host candidate training forums, and candidate and public affairs members, as well as financial support for Democratic candidates running for office. Tonight, we could not have done any of this without our amazing sponsors, which you should be seeing right now listed across your screen. The sponsors of this event make it possible for us to be able to afford these scholarships to send kids to school and to support our communities. The King Kennedy dinner will provide, the King Kennedy Award ceremony will provide tonight some bags for our sponsors, and I hope that you all get them and will appreciate them. Those bags contain signature drinks, some certificates from Black-owned businesses and restaurants. I mean, that is huge. And a hard copy of the King Kennedy souvenir booklet. We all know what those souvenir booklets hit like. I mean, I remember all the greats that come through there, the Annie Abrams, the Irma Hunter Browns, the Llewellyns. I mean, it's just been countless numbers of great people. Those souvenir books are something to hold on to. So we want to thank all of our sponsors once again. We really appreciate you. This fundraiser also makes it possible for us to provide these scholarships that I spoke of. And since 2012, the Black Caucus has been able to award scholarships to students that were deserving. And those students attend some of our greatest colleges, our HBCUs. That's Arkansas Baptist, that's Philander Smith College, that's Shorter College on the north side. Shout out to the North Little Rock folks on live tonight. And then last but not least, our flagship institution, AM&N, UAPB. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Let's learn more about who our two recipients are this evening. Congratulations to Gabrielle and Christy, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Look, I know firsthand what it's like to go from scraps to a scholarship, to another scholarship, to getting a college degree at the University of Arkansas. We want to send a special shout out to our young people. And next up, we're going to have some entertainment. The young people have answered the call, ladies and gentlemen. They have stepped up to the plate and they're knocking out of the park. This next dynamic poet comes from a great stock of the Mcadoo family. I introduce to you Miss Jamie Mcadoo.
My parents were my first history teachers. At an early age, in my earliest days, I was taught the culture behind my race, the beauty beyond my face, the common inventions and ways of living that you can trace back to Africa. I knew about the brotherhood that was taken from the motherland. My mother's hands never tamed my natural roots. My mother's hands held me as we watched roots. My father's glance compelled me to pay attention to roots. My brother and I watched Eyes on the Prize. My brother and I watched documentaries that showed Martin Luther King die, Emmett Till die, black people die in America, black people die. My brother and I watched the news as Trayvon Martin's parents cried. My parents took us to museums and we observed the gems. They took us to lectures and we listened back then. They taught us about Central High School too, way before we went to school. And in a way, I felt like the 10th Little Rock Nine from behind, the little sister of them all, the fly on the wall, the shadow on call. And I saw how they were treated. And I saw how they retreated and non-violently fought the system that fought them back 10 times hard. I saw because I am the daughter of the movement. I knew this at an early age, so by 9th grade, I expected attending Central High to be iconic, to be as if I would be a part of history. I represent the third wave generation after the desegregation. It's amazing that it wasn't that long ago. I know that we have come from a long ways, but we still have a ways to go. But at least in Arkansas, we can say it started at Central High, where I was not one of 9 black students in a school of nearly 3,000. A place that has over 20 languages and counting. A school where I was not greeted every day with 2, 4, 6, 8. We don't want to integrate shouting. In 1957, Central High was the beginning of change. And I knew this at an early age. I mean in my earliest days. Because my parents were my first history teachers.
Was all I can say. What an amazing and prophetic message from Miss Jamie Mcadoo, a daughter of the movement, a mother who's an educator, a father who's an activist. Being raised in that household could only produce such magic as that. So I want to give a special shout out and recognition to Jamie. It was more than the words. If you really held on to where we are in our country right now, to what's shaping up as we see it with our own 2 eyes on our evening news, the calling is now for us to band together, to work together, to move forward, plan, plot, and strategize, as this young lady just said, to make certain that our futures are much brighter than our past. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up if you're out there. Hit your heart emojis. Make certain that you're giving her all the love that she deserves as a young woman for doing what she's doing. Jamie Mcadoo, shout out. Wasn't that amazing? We all know that our future's in great hands with young people like that and those young students from Central and Hall High School and other schools across our great state. But now it's finally time for us to get to the awards this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we will present 9 awards to deserving individuals for their significant contributions to their communities across the natural state. So without further ado, let's meet the first 3 nominees.
The 2021 Irma Hunter Brown Women's Leadership Award honoree is Dr. Danielle Crutchfield Cummins.
Greetings to the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus and specifically the King Kennedy Awards Committee. I am Danielle Crutchfield Cummins and I serve in the Little Rock community. Today, I am honored to accept the Irma Hunter Brown Women's Leadership Award. This recognition means so much to me because I grew up on Summit Street, down the street from Senator Brown, and held her in high esteem as a child and continue to hold her in high esteem today. This award is also important to me because it represents what is possible. I come from a family of 15 children, and I was labeled by the system as at risk before I knew what that term meant. Of what I was at risk, I did not know. But what I knew was that people attempted to determine who I was and what I would be before I had the opportunity to decide. Fortunately for me, I was then and am now who God says I am. So I determined to give back to the community by giving representation where we are underrepresented, by giving opportunities to those who otherwise might not receive them, and by giving a voice to stories that must be told. I proudly share this honor with my mother, Mrs. Easter Crutchfield, who was not afforded the opportunities that I have had, but whose quiet strength makes her the best leader, and it continues to shape me today. I also share this award with my siblings and nieces and nephews who, of course, are watching. To God be the glory for the things He has done and continues to do in our lives, guys. And lastly, I share this award with my 3 sons, Rodney, Raji, and Ramsey, all of whom I continuously am proud. In fact, Raji is a part of the entertainment this evening, the pianist with the Parkview High School Jazz Ensemble. As I close, I want to charge each of you to do the most good, without judgment and without reservations. For many children and adults have been labeled by systems, and they may need to see you in the community to inspire them to overcome. Thank you, Senator Irma Hunter Brown, for being visible in our community. And thank you, King Kennedy Awards Committee and the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus for this recognition. I am truly, truly grateful.
The 2021 Thomas E. Patterson Education Award honoree is Dr. Jeremy Owa.
In a global economy where the most valuable skill you can sell is your knowledge, a good education is no longer just a pathway to opportunity, it is a prerequisite. President Barack Obama. Greetings to the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus and the King Kennedy Awards Committee. I am Dr. Jeremy Owa, and I serve as an educator in the Little Rock community in the Central Arkansas area. Today, I'm honored to accept the Thomas E. Patterson Education Award. As a young man growing up in Camden, Arkansas, my parents and my teachers taught me at an early age the value of an education. I can remember their words of get as much knowledge and experience as possible because no one can ever take that away from you. They pushed, encouraged, challenged, and supported me to reach my potential and to continue to inspire me today. Because of my teachers, administrators, and parents, I became an educator. And from day one, I made a promise to myself that I will always ensure that every child who I came into contact with will always know that they have opportunities, what those opportunities are, and what they need to obtain those opportunities. Because having a seat at the table is meaningless if you do not utilize that very seat to bring others to that very table. According to an article in the New York Times, education is not just another issue. It is the most powerful force for accelerating economic growth, reducing poverty, and lifting middle-class living standards. As I close, I want to leave each of you with this charge, to continue to touch the lives of every child with whom you come into contact. How can you do this? Through mentoring, volunteerism, advocacy, joining your local PTA or PTSA, or becoming a reading buddy or partner with organizations such as Our Kids Read. You can be the individual who changes the trajectory for that young person. Success is not defined as the number of accomplishments that a person personally achieves. It is defined by the number of individuals who you have helped achieve their goals and see their potential. So I accept this award on behalf of all of my former and current students and colleagues who have taught me many lifelong lessons. Also, I cannot do this very work without the love and support of my wife, Katrina, and my son, Jackson. Thank you both. Proverbs chapter 3 tells us, "My son, do not forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my commandments. For the length of days and years of life and peace, they will add to you. Let not steadfast love and faithfulness forsake you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart, so you will find favor and good success in the sight of God and man. To the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus and the King Kennedy Awards Committee, thank you for recognizing the passion and determination that I have to do the work that I've been called to do. I ask that you continue to keep all of our students and educators in your thoughts and prayers as we all maneuver through these unprecedented times. Because together we can, together we must, and as President Obama said, together we will, because it will take all of us. Thank you and have a good evening.
The 2021 Annie Abrams Community Service Award honoree is Miss Maria Bunton Smedley, Esquire.
Greetings to the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus and specifically the King Kennedy Awards Committee. I am Maria Bunting Smedley, and I am proud to be a servant of the Central Arkansas community for more than 10 years. To be honored here tonight with the other illustrious honorees is truly a blessing, and I stand in sobering humility and gratefulness as I accept the Annie McDaniels Abrams Community Service Award and walk in her giant footsteps. As I reflect upon my community service journey, I know with certainty my purpose to courageously challenge and change the status quo. Having experienced hunger, homelessness, and violence, and yet thrived, is a result of the fortitude ingrained in my DNA. Within me, inherited from my maternal bloodline, is a persevering will to overcome the societal norms that continuously and erroneously underestimate Black girl magic. I thank my mother, Corrine Edwards Caldwell, and my grandmother, Courtney Young, for not only showing me how to rise when I stumble, but also how to assist others along the way. I thank them for showing me how to courageously live the unspoken commitment to give back and to help others as I have been helped, and for recognizing that it is an honor and a privilege to serve my community. Again, my God-given purpose is to courageously challenge and change the status quo. Courage does not mean that I do not have fears. However, I push through those fears to do what needs to be done. I push forward unapologetically advocating for minorities and women to excel in the energy industry, to raise money for hungry Arkansans through my support of the Arkansas Food Bank, to push forward to help prepare for Lander Smith College students for a successful career after graduation by providing internship and mentoring opportunities. And I push forward to ensure diversity of voice and perspective in traditional mainstream institutions by creating a Moms of Black Boys group to advocate for our sons who attend predominantly white schools. And last, but certainly not least, I unabashedly serve the community through the programs of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated with my sisters of the True Reflections of Sisterhood, Chi Eta Omega and Beta Pi Omega, who welcomed me with open arms when I relocated here 10 years ago. That AKA sisterhood is like no other. In closing, I would like to thank my family for their support, and especially my son, Jaden Ellis Smedley, who is my biggest supporter. In these unsettling times, I pray that we will focus on the humanity of all people, especially Black people. Our ultimate charge can be found in the words of our National Youth Poet Laureate, Amanda Gorman. I pray that each of us will be the light. Thank you, King Kennedy Awards Committee and the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus.
Day 13, framed art print by Adeja Cooper. Looks like our current bid is at $38, and looks like the minimum bid is $18, and you can even do a bid of $5. But as you see, it's already up to $38. So if you want to get this beautiful painting by Adeja Cooper, I encourage you to create that account right now and go ahead and place your bid for this beautiful art piece. Also, what we have coming up also on our silent auction is, of course, our favorites. You see them. Yes, you see them here. This is Barack and Michelle Obama. This is a book set that will come in a set. And all you have to do, of course, is go to the silent auction to check it out. It's A Promised Land by Barack Obama, and you also have Becoming by Michelle Obama. As you can see, the total value is $67, but as of right now, the current bid is $30 for this particular set. So again, if you want to bid on these two books, what you can do is take out your mobile phone and, of course, text 63665. You're going to put in the code G1784 and create an account so you can, of course, bid on this item and many more. Now, there are some other items that are right here beside me, and I think there's one to my left that I want to actually pick up and show you what it looks like. Now, ladies, listen. Fellas, listen. This will make any woman excited and proud. It is a Brahman purse. Do you see it? Can you believe it? Can you see how it brings out the color here? This can be yours. It's not red, it's actually orange, but this can definitely go with any outfit that you may have. Now, it doesn't even have a bid right now. Ladies, gents, place your bid right now. You see it. It is a Brahman orange satchel bag that is available, and the minimum bid, $200. Increments of 10. It can be yours on tonight, okay? So there's so many things that are available for tonight. And the young lady that just spoke a moment ago did mention some of those Divine 9 organizations. So I do want to bring out one of our lovely for tonight. We're going to call her Vanna Black. I love it. But she's going to come out and she is going to show us, come on out. If you are, or if you know someone that is a member of the Divine 9, this is available right here as well. So for all of those lovely ladies that fly like a dove, you see it, the Z5B right here. This is available on the silent auction for tonight, along with any other of the D9 organization jackets as well. All you have to do, again, is place your bid. Go ahead, turn around. Y'all look at the quality of this. What a beautiful cardigan, stitched to perfection. And all you have to do is simply place your bid for tonight, okay? It's very simple. Again, all you have to do is text, okay? Text 63665. That code is 1784, okay? And we also have someone else that is here to talk about one of their beautiful art pieces as well. And I think that my partner in crime is going to have that over there in the next gallery. So Eddie, I'm going to turn it back over to you, and I'll come back later to talk about some more great items with tonight's silent auction.
You might learn something, young man. But Mr. Rector, an educator, an artist, a profound man who has shaped his art around the joy, the sorrow, the good, and the bad of the African American struggle in our society. And we're going to hear from him this evening. I want to thank you, KB, for all the things that you guys are doing over there in the silent auction. I mean, it is going on. Shout out to Ms. Vanna Black. I was thinking, we're not calling nobody Vanna Black tonight. So good deal, we got Vanna Black here, Bill, and she came around and modeled the KB. You're knocking it out of the park. Ladies and gentlemen, please go bid on our silent auction items. We cannot do this without you. This award ceremony would only be able to go on with your contribution, so I want to continue to encourage you. Rex is coming up next. And he is a mixed media and abstract artist who teaches right here in the heartland at Central High School, ladies and gentlemen. He has been all over the world and now back here in the home teaching fine arts to our students and young people. And one thing, Mr. Delaney, excuse me, and I do have in common, is he's from the north side. my big brother, Rex's best friend. Who knew? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you, and Rex, I want to ask you to tell us a little bit about your particular piece for the auction that was, and what was your inspiration behind it this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Rex Douglass.
Thank you. This piece is called Views from Within, and it is a piece that was part of my 2016 Colored Portraits exhibition here at Herm Fine Art. It is an image of Rosa Parks and Daisy Bates, two of the major arcs of the civil rights movement. And we all know that Rosa Parks was really pivotal in starting the Montgomery boycott. And then Ms. Daisy Bates, what she did at the school that I work at, Roanoke Central, in 1957. The whole idea about it was with colored portraits, using portraits as a cultural icon in the African American culture. You know, sitting on the front porch, having conversations after dinner, early in the morning, sitting on the back porch, telling stories, passing things on. So a mythical setting of these two great women sitting together and talking about how a bus boycott was started, and then how, with Daisy Bates, she was pivotal in having students go to school and desegregate Little Rock Central. So it's a very powerful piece, and I hope you will bid on it and help out the King Kennedy Awards. All these fine art works here at Herm Fine Art Gallery are available for you here, and this Art of Resistance show that is here, that is in my background, is a powerful show that talks about how artists and other sports figures use their platform for speaking against social injustice all over America. The colors that you see are really provocative. They symbolize so much energy and passion that is a part of that movement. So it's important that you really help us out tonight. I'm just so glad to be a part of this event. You can see these images back here with George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, Trayvon Martin, all these pivotal figures that were a part of this movement that happened, that is happening right now. So it's important for us to not only use art to entertain, but also to inform, also to bring change about in America. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Rex. I mean, breathtaking. If you're sitting at home tonight and you're thinking about what we've just witnessed in 2020 with Breonna Taylor, with Trayvon Martin, I mean, just the countless names. Look, I'm a kid that grew up in the 90s. I was told I was either going to have a baby, go to prison, or die by the time I was 18. And to fast forward to see countless lives taken at the hand of unfortunate incidents with police, and or just in broad daylight through personal channels that people pick up on Facebook, we are witnesses, ladies and gentlemen. It's time now to act. So Rex, we could not thank you enough for what you have brought forward tonight. If you're interested in this piece that Rex just spoke about, it's available starting at a bid of $1,500. That's $1,500 in the streets, ladies and gentlemen. $1,500. Thank you so much, Rex. We want you to bid on that piece. It is amazing. His work is phenomenal. And we also, last one, I encourage you to come down to the Herm Fine Art Gallery, ladies and gentlemen. This exhibit is going to be going on. It's the Art of Resistance exhibit, and it's going to be going on until March, mid-March, maybe late March 2021. It started February 3rd and ran through Black History Month. So many great Arkansas renowned artists like Kevin Cole and Mr. Rex Deloney, and we want to encourage you all to get out here. Next up, we're going to have a PSA message from the Arkansas Department of Health. And you know, the Arkansas Department of Health, I don't think we could get that, so I'm going to talk about how healthy I am. Maybe we got it. I think it's here.
We understand that there may be concern over the safety of COVID-19 vaccines. Medical professionals from many backgrounds and races have been involved in the development, testing, and oversight to ensure they are safe. Every vaccine that is approved in the United States goes through extensive testing.
Vaccines are tested for safety and effectiveness before they are ever released to the public. The COVID-19 vaccines would not be used if they were harmful or did not work. African Americans are being disproportionately impacted by this virus. So it is important to get vaccinated when it is your turn.
The COVID-19 vaccine is in limited supply. This demand for the vaccine was best met by creating phases that strategically allocate vaccines to the most at-risk populations. The initial recipients in Arkansas were healthcare workers and residents of long-term care facilities. Currently, Arkansas is in phase 1B, which means vaccinations are happening now for individuals who are age 65 years and older, as well as those who work in education, including K-12, child care, and higher ed.
Those who are eligible to get a vaccine should contact a local pharmacy to get on a waiting list or make an appointment. While we know many have called multiple pharmacies, we do not recommend getting on more than one waiting list. For a list of participating pharmacies, please visit healthy.arkansas.gov. If you do not have access to the internet, you can call the ADH COVID-19 call center at 1-800-803-7847 for assistance. Getting vaccinated is the best way to protect our families and community. Take action by ensuring you get your shot.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to come back and say the Art of Resistance Art Expo exhibit is actually still here at Hearn Fine Art Gallery through the month of March. Get down here, check this out. If you're driving into Little Rock, please mask up, come in, be safe, and enjoy some art, and actually come in and purchase tonight, bid on the one and only piece from Mr. Rex Deloney. You know, now I want you all to meet our next honorees. You know, I was remiss about not naming those in the past, but I want to just give a shout out to these folks. The Jerry Jewell Government Relations Leadership Award is going to be awarded to Theodis Ted Davis, the former mayor of the city of Pine Bluff. The Calvin King Economic Development Award, ladies and gentlemen, the recipient this evening is the Mayor Cedric E. Williams. And then last but not least, also my friend, State Representative Reginald Murdoch.
The 2021 Jerry Jewell Government Leadership Award honoree is Mr. Theodis Ted Davis.
Good evening. I'm Theodis Ted Davis, and I'm chairman of the Jefferson County Democratic Central Committee. Tonight, I am the recipient of the Honorable Senator Jerry Jewell Award, of which I'm extremely proud. Let me thank the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus and its awards committee for making it possible. I spoke to the chairman of the committee and I indicated the fact that I was somewhat embarrassed as an award recipient, not because I was unworthy, but because the work that I do and my actions has nothing to do with receiving acknowledgments. But my objective is to insist on fairness and justice and improving the quality of life in our community. Several years ago, after being elected to the Election Commission in Jefferson County, I found out that one of the commissioners had access to sensitive election software in his personal possession that many people believed could determine the outcome of an election. After me publicly challenging the commissioner to why he had the software, it became apparent that my life was a nightmare at that point because of the racial insults, the verbal threats, the stalking by he and his associates, the negative letters sent to my employer, and the unauthorized attempts to break into my academic records, as well as them breaking into my military records. But that didn't stop what we had to do, because I believe, as Martin Luther King said, and I paraphrase, that the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. In the past few months, and most of us have suffered from the pandemic and been traumatized by it. However, most people know that in the midst of all of this, the Republican-led effort to suppress black voters in Jefferson County was alive and well. They attempted to close more than 10 polling places, mainly in minority communities. But thanks to our efforts, along with our other elected officials, they were stopped. Let me close by thanking the Democratic Party of Arkansas, and especially the chairman, Michael John Gray, for his voice and support during the effort last fall. Thank you very much.
The 2021 Calvin King Economic Development Award honoree is Mayor Cedric E. Williams.
Greetings to the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus, and specifically to the King Kennedy Awards Committee. I am Cedric Williams, Mayor of our Forest City, Arkansas, and I'm truly honored to accept the Calvin King Economic Development Award on behalf of the City of Forest City for our Summer Youth Program Initiative. Now, this Summer Youth Program Initiative was the brainchild of my good friend, Representative Reginald Murdoch. Now, this Youth Program Initiative represents the saying, lifting as we climb. It truly exemplifies what this program was all about. I would like to take time to also give some special thank yous to people who made this program possible, from Secretary Darrell Bassett, Secretary Mike Preston, Director of Workforce Services, Dr. Sharice Childress, Assistant Director, Mr. Phil Harris, were instrumental in us receiving the funding for this particular program. Also, Mr. Frederick Freeman and Ms. Glennis Lynch were great grant writers for this particular initiative. Again, this program was, as I call, an unofficial stimulus in our particular region. It allowed us to take youth, pay them a wage of $10 an hour, and receive real work-life experiences there. In other words, this $10 an hour, honestly, was more than some of their parents were making at the time. Other people I'd like to thank for the day-to-day operations of this program was Program Director Ms. Lysandra Ward Beam, Assistant Director Ms. Atandra Mitchell, Special Volunteers Ms. April McKissick, and last but not least, First Lady of Forest City, my wife, Brandy Williams. Without these individuals, this program would not have been as successful as it truly was. Now, as I prepare to close, one of my favorite sayings is planting trees under whose shade you don't plan to sit. This program allowed us to pour into our youth today so it will reap benefits for years and years to come. Anytime that you're able to take time and spend time and improve the lives of our youth, you're able to improve the lives of our entire community. Again, thank you to the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus. Thank you specifically to the King Kennedy Awards Committee. Have a good evening.
The 2021 Calvin King Economic Development Award honoree is Representative Reginald Murdoch.
Good evening. My name is Reginald Murdoch. I am the state representative for District 48, which encompasses all of Lee County and parts of St. Francis and Monroe counties. I am honored to be with you tonight to accept this award for economic development in Eastern Arkansas. The award is named after a fellow Lee Countyman, Calvin King. Calvin King is someone that I've known for many years and have shown the leadership in terms of economic development for many years for all of us in the Delta. It is with great pleasure that I accept this award on behalf of me and my family. We thank you for the opportunity to serve in so many ways our community. This program specifically that we are honored for, the East Arkansas Youth Summer Institute, was something that was near and dear to me, and not without the help of many others could have happened. I want to personally thank Secretary Preston, former Director Bassett, and current Director Childers, who were all a part of the process of making this possible for the youth of Eastern Arkansas. I also would be remiss if I did not thank Governor Hutchinson. When he first became governor and I met him, I told him that I would be trying to do bold things in the Delta, and I would be bringing things to his administration that would allow us to grow and become better. He said, go and do it. When I brought this proposal before Secretary Preston, Mayor Williams and I, we did not even have to sit down before Secretary Preston said, go, get me a proposal together, and let's take care of the youth of the Delta. They wanted us to see the development. They wanted to see us grow, and they allowed for such a program. I thank them for that opportunity. Furthermore, I thank the children and their parents that were part of the East Arkansas Summer Youth Institute. They allowed their children to be a part of such a program that we had not had in the Delta in a long time, that would enable them to become better in the work environment, for them to see what it means to get up, prepare for work, go to work, follow instructions, and complete a task. I'm thankful to the employers for them participating, for them being willing to be a part of the development of our youth. It takes a team for all of us to be successful in Arkansas. And what you've seen come together was a combination of political, business, community, family. All of us came together to make this institute successful, and we're going to try to do it again. Secretary Preston has already indicated to me that we can go back to back. So we will be trying to go back to back. And Dr. Childers has agreed that we bring her the proposal, and we make sure that we continue to enhance the lives of our youth in the Delta. We have to grow people that can perform in the work site, and that we can have the confidence that if we go and prepare them, that employers will know, bring industry to the Delta. The Delta will have a workforce that can support this. Thank you so much for this award. Thank you for this day. Virtually we go through. One day I'll see you again, face to face. God bless you. Thank you once again.
Thank you again for hanging out with me on tonight inside of the silent auction for the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus. Yes, so much is going on tonight, and since it is sponsored by them, let's talk about the membership. Do you know that the membership is also available right here on our silent auction site as well? Now, in order for you to get here, all you have to do is you can text 63665, and you are going to text G1784. G1784. Once you text that, you will get a text back that says thank you for subscribing, and it will give you the link that takes you straight to the silent auction site. Now again, if you are on your mobile, your tablet, or even your desktop or laptop, all you have to do is go to your web browser and type in silentauctionpro.com, and it will bring up, of course, the auction site here. But let's go back and talk about the membership to the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus. Now, of course, you have two options that are available for you right here on the site. If you would like to be a lifetime member, all you have to do is bid that $150 right there. That is so you can be a lifetime member. You'll also get a pin as well that you can wear, and it will let everyone know that you are a lifetime member. Now, if you want to do a general membership, that is also available, and we have plenty left on the site as well. That is $25 annually. So you can start that off right here at the first of the year and pay $25 right here, and you will also get a membership card that you will have as well to show that you are a member. Now, as you all know, we have to be the change that we want to see in the world. So why don't you go ahead and become a member today? Now, any money that you give is going to go toward the operations of the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus. And what do they do with that? Well, of course, they give back to you. It goes for training for those that want to be candidates or even interested in the candidacy process. It also goes to schools. It goes for scholarships. So many different things that make a difference right here in the heart of our great state of Arkansas. So we definitely want you to become a member today, okay? So now that we've paid the bills, let's talk about some of the other hot items that are available on tonight's silent auction. Now, of course, earlier I showed you the book set by Michelle and Barack Obama. That Brahman Purse is still available. We also have some shades. We have some Coach shades and some Gucci shades as well. So I know you all want to take part in that, right? Because you never know. Next week will probably be at like 90 degrees, and I know you want to block out the sun. So make sure that you come on over and bid on that. And next week, if we just so happen to have snow again, we also have a crochet outfit as well that can keep you warm while you snuggle up on the couch and rewatch this 17th annual award show. But some of the other things that are available: couples therapy is also available for an assessment here. That is available for Gottman and Associates. There's a therapy relationship assessment that is there. As you can see right here, strategic counseling is available for you. That is one of the items also that's available. We'll go back a little bit. Concealed handgun class. Concealed handgun class is also available. That minimum bid starts at $45, and it's a total value of $150, and you can bid in increments of 10. Looks like we're at 85, so if you want to top that bid, go ahead, make it 86. We won't mind, and we won't tell anyone. Only if you win, all right? Some other things that are available as well. Let's go up a little bit. There is a beaded collection for the Divine 9 colors as well. We also have some jackets and cardigans that are over here beside me also. Those are also available as well. Even a yoni steam, let's see, a night out on the town. If you just want to break and want to get away, that is available as well. Haircuts from Goodfellows. We have haircuts from Casey's Place. If you're a chocolate lover, Cocoa Bell chocolates. If you haven't had those, ooh, it's going to be worth it. You can thank me later, but I need you to bid on this, okay? So again, oh, look at that, K. Hall & Sons. That's not going to help my diet or the way this dress is zipped up either, but you need to go buy K. Hall & Sons. And somebody has already bid. It's a $25 gift certificate. $17 is right here for that bid as well. Let's see, what else do we have available? Personal training session. So after you eat that good burger, you can jump in and of course work it all off. That way you can be looking good for the summertime. Minimum bid $110 for this. You can of course get fit and get fine with Nicole Broadway. I've taken Nicole's classes. She's going to have you ready to run a good race for the Democratic Black Caucus, okay? Also, 5 nights. Whoa, okay, we've got the Delta. Shout out, of course, to all of my lovely sorors of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Hello to all of you all as well. I might have to bid on that one myself. The current bid is $27. Don't be mad if I outbid you. Also, 5 nights in a condo in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico is available as well. So if you're looking to get away, this is definitely going to be the item that you need to bid on, okay? We even have a few items that are even sold out. I saw some bracelets that were sold out, some other jewelry items as well. But take an opportunity to look at all of this. We have extended the time by 15 minutes. The time is now 7:30 in the capital city. So you have up until 7:45. So I will be back soon. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, you can get it. You can get your own bracelets. I love it. So much is available here. Even if you're looking to start your own business, there is even a package for you in here as well that can give you everything you need so that way you can make it in this world, because we know nothing is not promised after 2020, right? So anything that you need, it's available. We have about 100 items that are here, and you have around 15 minutes in order to get your bids in. So make sure that you do just that. Thank you for bidding. Thanks for participating, and continue to bid for the next 15 minutes. What I'll do is turn things back over to Eddie over in the big gallery. And thanks for tuning in again to tonight's King Kennedy Awards.
Thank you, KV. I'm sorry, I thought we were moving towards Jack and Jill. You're going to hear some great things in just a second, ladies and gentlemen. You know, our tech team's rolling right through it. Our final three honorees are recipients of the President's Awards this evening, ladies and gentlemen. These three individuals are being recognized for their commitment to organize people in their community and the importance of something that's so vitally important in these times, and that is the power of your vote. You have to show up, and you have to show out, and you have to go vote. So these next three pioneers and awardees are true advocates of that and social justice. I want to encourage you all to give us a chance to meet these great honorees this evening. You know, my friend and sister out of Pine Bluff, Arkansas, who recently testified before committee in the State House, a dynamic woman, an activist, a true believer, a hard worker, a mother, Kamara Sills will be awarded this evening. Dr. Assad Khan, a local physician here in the state of Arkansas, in Little Rock, will be awarded this evening. And last but not least, a great young man from down South Arkansas, Markeith Cook, a great friend of mine. We've worked the long hours from 2010 until today. So, ladies and gentlemen, please tune in as we give recognition to our next three awardees.
The 2021 President's Award honoree is Ms. Kamara Sills.
Good evening to the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus, the King Kennedy Committee, and everyone who is in attendance. My name is Kamara Sills. I'm from Pine Bluff. I am so honored to be with you on this evening, and I want to thank Deborah Mitchell for honoring me and the work we do with the President's Award. This is a very prestigious award. I am completely honored and humbled. We have been in the fight for justice for a long time, and it is my honor to serve not just Pine Bluff, but the state of Arkansas. We are in this fight for justice, for inclusion, for equity, and we will continue the fight. We are fighting for prison reform. We're fighting for election reform. We're trying to register thousands of people to vote, and just to do what is necessary to level the playing field. So I am completely honored to be here on this evening to accept this honor on behalf of all those who work with me, and just to do the work that we're doing. We're also fighting for peace in Pine Bluff. We are fighting for public safety, and so we know we will be victorious. We will stay in the fight. We are committed to this work. We are passionate about this work. So again, thank you to the committee, and thank you to all of you. We accept this award with humility.
The 2021 President's Award honoree is Dr. Assad Khan.
Greetings to the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus, and specifically the King Kennedy Awards Committee. My name is Assad Khan, and I live and work in Jonesboro with my wife, Rebecca, and my two children, Daniel and Jamal. I'm honored to be chosen for the President's Award. I have long admired the leadership of the Democratic Black Caucus in Arkansas, and I was both surprised and humbled to be selected by the committee. As a child growing up in Pakistan, I saw my parents, who were physicians, caring for the Afghan refugees and many others in destitute and impoverished circumstances. I can remember when these refugee women would come to the clinic, which was right in front of our home, and my mother would ask me to go and fetch drinking water for them from our home. My mother and father impressed upon me from a young age the importance of serving your community and working for equity and justice. After I became a doctor, my father called me over and told me that he was proud of me. But then he said, "Your real education starts now, and remember, the role of a doctor is to serve the people, not make money." I'm always reminded of that when I'm working with the patients. After residency and fellowship training in the United States, I began my career in underserved area of Arkansas. As a physician serving small communities in Northeast Arkansas, I saw the effects of inequity and injustice on the families I served. As I became more involved in the judicial system and school systems, it became more and more evident the fundamental importance of good policy and good government and justice in improving the lives of those at the edges, and frankly, everyone. This is why I'm a member of the Democratic Party, because it represents the value I believe in. I want to continue my work in the Craighead County Democratic Party to promote civic and political engagement and allow the voices of the people to be heard. We want to promote social, economic, and judicial justice for everyone in our state. I'm proud to stand with the Democratic Black Caucus, who continue to lead us. Thank you for recognizing the small part I'm playing. There's so much more work to be done in all our communities everywhere. Thank you, King Kennedy's Awards Committee and Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus.
The 2021 President's Award honoree is Mr. Markeith Cook.
Greetings, King Kennedy Dinner. My name is Markeith Cook, and I'm from El Dorado, Arkansas, and I am so honored today to receive the President's Award. This is an honor I do not take lightly, and I would like to thank all those in El Dorado and Union County that have helped me along the way to be in a position to get this award. I would also like to thank the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus and President Deborah Mitchell for believing in me and giving me this award. We're all one team here in Arkansas, and if we work together, we can accomplish anything we want. Thank you.
This has been an exciting night. I have enjoyed just watching all of the numbers jump up here at the silent auction. You still have around 5 more minutes to get your bid in if you like on any of these items that are available. So you still have time to text 63665. What you'll do is put in G1784. It'll shoot you a link real quick, and what you'll do is create an account in order for you to go in and bid on some of these great items. One, if you want to start your own business, a logo package. If you have nowhere to begin, don't even know what to do, Steel Graphics has a complete logo branding package for you that you can bid on here as well. Custom memory quilts by Pearly Gray Designs is also available for you as well. So many different items. I'm trying to keep up with them all as they just go up and down. Views from Within. The current bid right now for that beautiful photo by Rex Deloney, $1,500. So you all are definitely coming in with those bids. And as I said, you have around 5 minutes that are still available in order to do so. Also, Black Conscious t-shirts are available as well for you to bid on here. And looks like we just bidded on it as well, but don't worry. We'll make sure if we win it, we'll give it away. Don't even worry about that. You still have time to get in on some of your Greek items. they are available for you here as well. Again, that Brahman purse, there are Coach shades, Gucci shades. You have to look at this beautiful teal crochet outfit that is hand stitched for you as well. Definitely to keep you warm during this crazy Arkansas weather. Go ahead, go on over and bid today. This is exactly what you want to do with the next 5 minutes of your life. And trust me, we're going to thank you for it. Again, the money for these items goes toward the operations of the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus. And it goes, of course, to fund all sorts of things that go on. Candles, yoni steams, a mixologist experience. If you would like to have an exclusive mixologist experience, that is available for you here as well. It's a value of $250 and somebody has already bid $75 toward that. So if you are scared of COVID and having guests in your home, guess what? There's a COVID cleaning service that is available for your home or your business. That is on here as well. Multi-pearl necklace, shout out, of course, to Back It Up Boutique for that. So many different things are here. Art, books, clothing, anything that you need, it is right here for you. So what I am going to do with about 3 minutes left is stop talking so you can place those bids. That's what we need you to do. So make sure that you do just that. Place those bids. Let's go ahead and let's get those in. And we'll be back momentarily. That way we can talk about who won some of these great items inside of tonight's silent auction. It has definitely been a great time here. Jade's Closet, oh yeah, $50 gift certificate for that as well. Comprehensive eye exams as well. So many things. I just want to make sure that you take the time to look at all of these great things that are here and available for you. So again, it's your last chance to purchase some items. Don't forget also, if you want to become a member of the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus, those are available for you as well. We talked about that earlier. $25 for your annual dues there, or $150 to become a lifetime member. So we're going to see in the next few minutes who is going to win these great items. So what we'll do right now is, I believe we're going to cut to the some students, a message from some students from Jack and Jill. So we definitely want you to listen to them as they take the time to tell you what Black history means to them. So we definitely hope you enjoy that, and we hope you have also enjoyed tonight's show thus far.
To me, Black history means hope. Blacks had hope during slavery, the Civil Rights Movement, and even nowadays. So, Black history gives me a sense of hope.
Camden, so what does Black History Month mean to you?
Celebrating Black people in Brown Girl Magic.
In Brown Girl Magic, okay.
Hello, my name is India Hayes, and I'm the team president for the Greater Little Rock chapter of Jack and Jill, and this is what Black history means to me. Black history is a time of rejoicing, celebrating, and thanking African Americans for giving us hope, giving us life, giving us culture, and giving us tradition. Black history isn't just about all the bad times we have been through. It's more about our integrity, leadership, determination, contributions, achievements, and a time to reflect on our continued struggle for racial equality and social justice. That is what Black history means to me. Thank you.
Black history means encouragement, empowerment, success, and strength. I am Black history.
Hi everyone, my name is Rachel Miss, and my favorite African American is Martin Luther King, because he wanted people to be treated equally and wanted white and Black people to be friends.
My favorite African American is Simone Biles. She's a gymnast with the most Olympic world medals. Through her positive attitude and work ethic, she inspires kids around the world to be the best they can be.
Hello, I am Cameron Danielson. You asked who is my favorite African American and why. Malcolm X is my favorite African American because even though his tactics may have not been accepted by everyone, He did what he felt was right, and he remained determined. He is my favorite African American because he shows I can achieve any dream with determination, and I don't have to worry about people who don't agree with me.
I am inspired by the great Frederick Douglass. He said, if you don't have to read, you will be free forever.
Said or thought about her, she kept going and worked hard. This inspires me to do the same and keep going no matter what other people said about me.
My favorite African American in history is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He fought peacefully and gave the ultimate sacrifice to obtain basic civil rights and voting rights for blacks. Because of him, I am blessed with unlimited opportunities. Thank you.
I am inspired by the great Maya Angelou, and she said all great achievements must require time.
Good evening. Another King Kennedy event. We hope that you enjoyed tonight's event, a virtual event, but a necessary event. These recognition platforms are necessary in our communities. It is critically important that we recognize the unselfish service of leaders in these unprecedented times. This pandemic has caused all of us to alter what we do, how we do it, and where we do it. This year, we received a record number of nominations, a total of 78. That's a measure of how many folks are standing in the gap, filling the needs, the many needs, above and beyond what we normally have. These honorees are leaders among leaders. Tonight, we recognize just a few of Arkansas's finest, mostly unsung servants, grinding day to day to improve our station in life. I want to personally thank each of the honorees for the important work that brought you to this stage. There is a shaping taking place through this event and through each of these honorees. This organization, as well as these honorees, are grooming the next generation for selfless service through events such as this. We could not have made tonight happen without the leadership, commitment, and dedication of the Arkansas Democratic Black Caucus and the many members and volunteers. I would like to take this time to thank the committee chairpersons, Tracy Shine, Faith Seahorn, Suzanne Ornelas, Dion Mitchell, Edie Frazier Calloway, Christina Gudley, Marty North, Christy Satterwhite, and all of the members of the team. I would like to personally thank our president, Deborah Mitchell. Her energy, vision, and enthusiastic leadership continues to push this organization forward. Ma'am, thank you. To all that helped to ensure that this event was a success, the sponsors, the entertainers, the donors for the auction, we sincerely thank you. If I failed to mention anyone, know that it isn't intentional and your contribution is appreciated. As we close tonight's program and approach the end of another African American History Month, I'd like to share a couple of things with you. Throughout our history in this country, African Americans have had to struggle, and that struggle continues today. As a people, we still struggle for justice, for equality, for fairness. Our men and women are still treated as second-class citizens, shot, killed, imprisoned, disenfranchised, and just treated unfairly in society. The wealth gap widens, and the killers of Breonna Taylor are still free. White nationalism, a euphemism for white supremacy, has become mainstream again. W.E.B. Du Bois spoke about us being able to lift ourselves up. He said, once we can see ourselves from our own cultural base, we can be more trusting and capable of mobilizing to promote our own welfare. These words are still relevant today. That is why tonight is so important. 400 years later, we cannot wait for others to do for us what we can do for ourselves. The fear of losing the majority in this country is taking shape in vile and ugly ways, even at the highest levels of our government. Prejudice is the most common face of fear, and in fear,
political correctness disappears. Thank God for November 3rd, 2020. The power structure of America is and always has been the white male. They undoubtedly possess a privilege that we are denied. And when speaking from a position of privilege, you tend to miss or overlook the struggles that the majority of the underprivileged live daily. Our political leaders cannot seem to find common ground. Terrible legislation or bad bills permeate the state legislature. The ones that suffer from these issues the most are those that don't have a voice or a seat at the table of decision making. We've struggled throughout the years with various issues of right and wrong. There have been many leaders in our past that have fought through the struggles in order to give us equal opportunities for success. Men and women throughout history have fought, and we continue to fight these struggles today. Struggles for equality, for justice, and fair treatment. I challenge each of you here watching tonight to become active leaders in your communities. Be the